I was just reelected to my second term on the Elmore County Commission. I'll be sworn in November. I got involved because I just wanted to serve the people. I'm a firm believer that less government is best government, and government has a certain role on every level, but we need to be very careful about how intrusive we become in the lives of people while yet providing the best services that we can for the people and being good stewards of every tax dollar. So that's basically the reason I got involved. I was appointed to serve my first year on the commission in 2011 when our current commissioner unexpectedly passed away. The governor appointed me to fill that one-year term. And so then I decided I would run for the commission. This will be my second term. Elmore County is one of the fastest growing counties in the state. And if you just look around, we're blessed with lakes and wonderful school systems throughout the county, great law enforcement. And I talk to a lot of people that are in the process of thinking about moving to Elmore County, and the first two questions are that they ask, how's the school system, how's the law enforcement, and obviously the quality of life. And we think we have the best of all of it. I mean, who can look out at a pristine lake like Lake Martin or Lake Jordan or the other lakes in Elmore County? We're just blessed with great quality of life in Elmore County and so many opportunities. So a lot of things are happening on the county commission level. We have a lot of projects going on, and we're providing great services to the citizens. In the last 4 years, we've added seven new deputies to the Elmore County Sheriff's Department. As our population grows, we firmly believe that the services, essential services, have to grow along with it, and we're very cognizant of that. And everything's great in Elmore County. My kids and my wife and I started volunteering from day one, 1989, when Children's Harbor was founded. We started volunteering with the kids and so forth, the camps. And then I served, during that time I was serving as minister of music at other churches, and I served for over 30 years as minister of music at different churches, and then kind of retired from that 18 years ago. And I had been coming to church in the Pines, filling in some effort there when they needed me. And so Jim Ray, the current director, asked me, said, would you consider coming as our worship leader and just do the music? And that was 18 years ago. And I told him, I said, well, we'll give it a try. So that was 18 years ago, and I'm still here. I love it. I love the people. I think we're very unique in that we have all denominations coming together. We've got lake people, permanent residents. Our speakers vary from every denomination you could think of, from Episcopal Church, Church of Christ, Baptist, Methodist, Presbyterian. So we tell people, if you don't like our speaker this Sunday, come back next Sunday, we'll have a different one. And the same way with our singers. We have different special singers every Sunday. Miss Julia Russell started this ministry back in the 50s. And Mr. Ben and Miss Luann have carried this on and is now part of the Children's Harbor ministry. I think my kids taught me a lesson in getting involved when Children's Harbor was first founded, and they started building the first buildings. They were very inquisitive. They were in their probably elementary years in school, and they were very inquisitive about, Dad, what's that going to be? And we started talking about serving the kids in need and so forth. And then as that evolved into serving the kids with medical issues, serious illnesses, and their families, our family became more involved. And so it's amazing how many volunteers we have in the Children's Harbor organization and at Church in the Pines. And those are people that, like we did, had decided to get involved and serve the community. Children's Harbor is an absolute asset, not only to those children and families and parents that we serve in Birmingham, but just to the community. I think there are no words to adequately explain the impact that this organization and this whole concept that Mr. Ben and Miss Luann came up with so many years ago, as to how many, probably tens of thousands or more lives it has impacted. We have on a normal summer, during a normal summer season, without the COVID, we have over 5,000 kids that have come through camp here. And these are all kids that have serious illnesses, from burns to transplants, cancer, you name it. And we have different camps for them. And the volunteers come with them. And you see it on a regular basis, how much those people that want to get involved in the community and do. We have volunteer boaters that come, take these kids out boating and tubing, things they normally would never get to do in the hospital setting. And so it's just a wonderful experience on every level to be involved with Children's Harbor and Church in the Pines and Children's Harbor Chapel. I think most of us that grew up in this area or even in the South, it's just a way of life that you're taught by your parents and your grandparents to help people, to have a giving heart. I know I was. My dad was a pastor. My mom was always involved in the church, always involved in the community. I remember as a child seeing my mom, when somebody would get sick, carrying food to the house, and always had that willing heart. And I think that's instilled into you as a young child. And growing up in Elliott City, I saw that every day, the good people up there in Elmore County. I think it's a way of life. And not only in this area, but in Alabama, in the South. I'm not saying it's not prevalent in other places in the country, but I can give a testament that it's prevalent here. You look at the cleanup, Lake Martin cleanup, that's on a continual basis. John Thompson, all those good people that clean up on a regular basis, they volunteer. Russell Ann's take their people out of the corporate office. I was involved with them for 25 years as their chief of security. And every few months, we'd go out of the corporate office and spend all day cleaning up the sides of the roads. So you see that everywhere, in this area. And I'm so proud to say that I live here in a place like that, where people do have a heart for giving and volunteering and helping people.